Hello, my name is Airidas Kirstukas, and in this tutorial I wanted to show you how to create simple contact form. I know the contact form is must for any website because you are creating a website for some reason and you want that your clients or customers or your followers or anyone will be able to contact you. By saying that, let's go and have a look on the top forms, which ones I found myself most pleasant and most beautiful on the web. If we're gonna go, you can always see on a page or just Google like the best contact forms, and it's basically come up this kind of website who done the research, and we displaying a lot of the contact pages where we thinking is one of the best. I don't wanna like judge or say it's this one better than that one. It's probably down to everyone different taste, but I picked 5 ones which one I want to show. So this one kind of like playful, I think it's a lot of colors, so this kind, but what you can see, it's only 5 fields and then contact the button, nothing fancy. And then you going to the different pixel, you have 3 fields, Recaptcha from Google, which one you can as well have, and submit button, and as well on the right you have information if you prefer to contact through the email directly. Next one, yeah, it's different design, but as you can see, structure is the same, just few fields and then basically send button. Another one, this one probably bigger corporation, so we have a much bigger contact form. So if you're really business big and you have a lot of inquiries, so maybe you don't gonna be more filtering them, and then you're gonna need more complicated contact forms than just simple. But for the most of us, simple one is just good enough, I would say, because by saying this one you can actually filter, and with the premium version of wpforms, which one I want to show you, and then you can basically send those forms to different departments straight away to people to deal with that. This one is well kind of simple one. You have information about a bit explaining, and then just the form. I think this one as well is a bit kind of big, but you know this one tuned, so it's big company. We can have this kind of the form. What else I wanted to say? Through the main purpose of the contact page is to help people to contact you. There is always be a lot of people who land on the page and don't want to fill out of the form. My advice to you would be have something like this on a page. Make your form and always display some like email address, which one some folks would prefer just copy email and contact you later, and leave subscribe to your services as well field. So that's some people busy, they don't have time, they just might be in a rush minute, and we found you and we're thinking, oh yeah, I would really love to have business with you, and because we just lack of time, we would just forget about that. That happens to me as well. Always leave as well subscribe to our newsletter field, so if some people are really interesting what we've just seen it, they probably would pop their email for the future, because most of the time you would then send them time to time newsletter and they can pick up. For this tutorial I want to show you VP form. Actually you can follow this kind and you go to straight to the page and read a lot of information, or you could just go add new WP forms, press enter, and you just see this one. It's the most used form builder. I prefer this one for the quick contact form. I just popped it. I know that worked perfectly and people will be able to contact me. So I just gonna install it. After installed, you activate, and then you have a welcome screen. So just go to the VP forms, and then you can see add new one. And then first we're gonna contact simple contact form, so you just press this one and you have name, email and comment box. So I would say just save it and it's done it. That's how it is. If you want something like, let's say you want that phone number, so you just go to you have those 6 basically fields, which one you can use it on free version, so you just would drop here, you can just drop, or you can just move it around if you don't happy. Let's say I want to move this one, you can put first one, or you can just drop down. So single line, then you go and edit. I would just choose phone, And then if you want that would be required, you can see those red apostrophes. So I just gonna put red required. And then you have advanced option. Advanced option, you can basically see how that field gonna be displayed. So this like default option is always on a medium, but you can do small. So you can small or you can large, so that through whole basically form. I'm gonna like leave on a medium this one. You go to email and then you have as well confirmation enabled. If you want, you can have like that definitely user would enter right email. So you're just asking once and then second one. Let's say you have single line, like this one is actually single line, and I'm gonna drop other single line and I'm just gonna call something single line 2 that you would see. And as you can see, let's say I want to put them in one line. How I can do that? It's really simple in here. First, what you need to do, you just need to do on a large scale. So that would be through whole length, and do the same to the second one. And then let's say you have to go this in the CSS classes and show layouts, and you can pick like you want to select 2 layouts, and this one would be shown up first, WP form first, and then I going on the second one, show layouts, and then second one, and I save it. All right, okay, we made it this form. I just wanted to show you as well on the page how it looks at the same time, and as we're going, what kind of adjustment we are going to do it. Right, so I just gonna now go switch our form builder, edit with Elementor. I'm gonna press select your structure, and then I'm going to insert WP forms, you can see, and then select simple contact form, and you can see we already have our simple and those 2 showing on one line. I'm gonna update and I'm gonna preview. Yep, we have this kind of form. It straight away looks very good. Let's see what we can do it in the Elementor as well. We can display option you have, so we can display form name if you want, simple contact form, and form description. But because at the moment there is no form description, if I would go here, WP forms, edit, settings, and then you see form description. I would say all fields input required, and save it. And then if I'm gonna go here and refresh, I just have to update, and you can see this simple contact form, all fields input required. If you're gonna go to advanced page, then you can basically play up with this kind of form. Let's say you want to be wider, or I could like unlink values, and then I could put margins, and you can see forms becoming smaller, and from other side as well. So you can make actually a little bit smaller or bigger. I just gonna delete this ones, but I prefer this one way, but you can do as well this kind. I select it with the navigator. Sometimes it's difficult to select in an Elementor, and then you can see you can as well adjust with the content box. So if you just want to do size bigger or smaller, better to use this kind of option in Elementor if you want to have this kind of form. So by saying this one, I want to now delete this one, and I wanted to do different. I always, as I mentioned in the intro, I want to have an option to display my email address always on the page. So I just gonna press WP forms, drop it, gonna select simple contact forms, and you have a one. So you can see, let's say I'm gonna show this one that would be visible. You just have to select this one, and then from the boxed one, you can make a bit wider, let's say full width, and then update. If you go back, you can see now form in the full width, but now it's a little bit might be too wide, so you have to go back, and then you have to select, and you have to play, well, let's say 100, and left 100. Fresh, you can see it looks better. Let's go and text editor, and then if I gonna go, just gonna copy, connect us, and I'm gonna put my email. This navigator I'm gonna turn off. So maybe this one you wanna display on the right, so you just press right, and this one as well on the right. Update, preview. Yeah, this one is a bit so squeezed too much to the right. You need to as well go to advanced, and on the right maybe need to make some kind of adjustments like this, and maybe from the top as well. You don't want to be the top. It's down to you how you prefer. It's so easy to play with Elementor with those kind of settings. The contact form, yeah, it looks nice. I would say it's, for me, it's good enough basically, but maybe you don't gonna like it. And as promised, I'm gonna show you something. So basically VP Forms as well, they offering for you different settings. Let's say you wanna have this kind like melon free basically design differently. Yeah, so what you're gonna need to do, you need to go copy this code from their website. You just copy, and then I'm going to open new tab customizer that we could see straight away. Preview, publish, refresh, and you can see you already have different kind of shapes. And then if you're gonna go here, you can always go find all those kind of shadows. You can adjust colors, adjust padding. You're just going and you can read yourself. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit time in a while, but if you wanna have something different and much nicer, that's why don't play that kind of game. And I'm gonna add new one. Gonna have newsletter sign up form. So I just press here, create news, and basically saved. Yeah, widget WP forms and newsletter sign up form. And if you can go down, you can see that newsletter sign up form. It doesn't look nice as you can see at this moment, is it? So how we can fix it, this one? I'm gonna publish. The good thing is you drop the form and you don't need to worry about anything. Now you need to go back to the VP forms and adjust it. I just going back to this page, refresh. Yeah, it looks not that good. If you can see, we're going to VP forms, and I don't like this one that they would enter the name, so I'm gonna delete. Okay, then email, we're going here, and then we can advance option, placeholder, put email, and this one hide label. We can do this one, save, and then we're going to settings. Just gonna search VP forms. You can always go to the VP communication, and you can see if you're going, we wanna inline fields. So what you're gonna have to do, just copy this one, and then going back to your VP forms, form class CSS, and inline fields, you have to save it. And if we're going back to our now page, this one, refresh, you can see it look much better. This button, it's a little bit, maybe it's too big. You want to make a little bit smaller. So we're going back to our customizer. I'm just gonna delete everything. Yep, and then publish. I wanna create this one. So we're gonna refresh, and we have back to forms. So if we're going to customizer, open new tab, and then additional CSC, and then newsletter is 320. You see, it became smaller. Now I'm gonna show you how to make a different button, let's say with a picture inside. You're just going to with VP Forms beautiful design. What you need to do, just copy this part because you just want to affect one element, and then I'm going paste. It doesn't doing anything yet because it's not assigned this one. So we for the form, so we're going copy here, paste, and then our form is 308. I'm just gonna swap them, that this one would be first. So we need to find the image. For this kind, we're gonna use search for sent items. You can see which one with those kind crown is payable, but it's plenty free one. So pick which one you like. Let's say pick this one and download SVG, and you can free download and you save it. After you've done it, this one you need to upload to your WordPress. How to do it? You're going to your media, and then I already uploaded before this one, but add new one, select files, and I'm going to downloads and send. I'm going open, and you can see we have this file. I'm gonna select this one, and then you can see the URL. So I just gonna copy and going to my customizer and have to paste here. It doesn't work for some reason. Just gonna replace everything. You just this one red, because this one I have red color, and this image I going back, pages, media, select this one, copy and paste here. I'm gonna leave it in the description, but this size you can adjust. Let's say you want a bigger, you can put 70. This one fly button gonna be bigger. This one background you can do different colors. Maybe you don't want red, you can leave it like this. Maybe it's even nicer. I'm gonna leave it as it is. Now we done it, this button, submit form, I'm gonna publish. And last things I want you to show how to make a form in a dark background, white one. So we're going to back to the forms, WP forms, just add new one and suggestion form, this one. I'm gonna use this one. If its form is gonna be, if you want you can put text in those fields, but if not you then can leave it as it is. So I'm gonna save it and just going back, and this one we wanna call suggestion form. Going to back to Elementor, I'm going to put on the top. Style, and I'm gonna pick dark color, and as you can see text became invisible. How we can fix it? This one I just gonna update. You have to go to the customizer. You basically need to just find the wpforms number and put color white. So if I'm gonna go, this is suggestion form is 333 should be white, and you can see it's showing everything white. Fill up and just, let's say I just fill up anything email. It isn't gonna work. Submit, and you can you see the message, thanks for contacting, and then here name, and you can see as well, thanks for contacting. So I send it twice. It's I don't want to fill up again third time. Just gonna go to my email, and you can see new form straight away arrived to my, it's saying that what email I entered, and it said Cadence team, and then new entry, simple contact form and all information. I didn't adjusted any settings. It's automatically WP forms picked up from my WordPress general settings. But if I would go to any themes, edit settings, then you have submit button. You can change not submit different. Submit button process text, you can see says. And then you as well can enable Google Recaptcha. You need to go to this www Google Recaptcha about. I'm gonna leave this in the description. You end up in Google Recaptcha mode. Then you're going to admin console and the label. You have to enter a label, which one you wanna. So at this time I just gonna W form that I would know from where it's coming, this one. That makes sense to leave your website or page contact, maybe. Contact, it depends from you how you structurizing your setting. All right, so then we're gonna this one Recaptcha 2 and invisible Recaptcha. That wouldn't be that annoying. I am not robot, but if you fancy this way, you can use this one and then add the main. So I'm gonna go to my website, gonna copy and gonna paste. Accept terms and conditions and submit. That saying is invalid because it should be like just this one. And then you have all those keys. So you just copy one key and paste, and then you're going to another key and paste, and then you just do saving. You done this, and then you go to the forms. And if I'm gonna go to the simple form, okay, save it. So this Recaptcha has been enabled. Just gonna refresh. And then if you go to the page, you can see that your form is already protected by the Google Recaptcha. Enable dynamic fields population and enable Ajax form submission. But don't go this one. So notifications. So what is notification on? To which email sends? You can send to admin email. So that's automatically WordPress email. I would suggest to keep this way, but you can select for each form might be different email. If you want, that would be end up in different email box, email subject. So then you can as well adjust what you want from where to coming this email. I just entered my team website, probably name the best idea. And from email, probably, yeah, that's good. From which to send and all fields. That's all information from the form would be visible in your email. For the confirmation, you can select message, show page, confirmation page. You can basically direct to different page or go to the direct URL. So I would prefer probably the message first for contacting us, or you can change something differently. So that's kind of settings and general notification. If you want, you can enter maybe even different email. Always you can go to the WP forms. What I found myself, it's like we have a lot of the communication and I don't know everything, so it's always go and search if you want something and then implement in your forms. By saying that, I wanted to say that I really impressed with the WP Forms plugin, because from my experience I really used quite few before them. I tried probably first from Contact 7 and then moved to other ones. They're not that straightforward, believe me. Sometimes you really struggle, and if you want to achieve design effect as well, it's not that simple as this one. I found myself it's the simplest contact form. That's why probably you have the biggest install on the WordPress, because it's the reason why people are using them. And talking about payable features, yeah, it costs money, but if you prepare to pay, if you need that fields or you want to accept the payments, so then you have to pay, I think, because you can do with free ones, always gonna struggle. And especially if you're making money, you have to spend some money to make more money. So thank you for watching this, and I would love to hear what you think about this content. Just drop the line below. Don't forget to smash like button, subscribe and put a ring on notification bell. Thank you and bye bye to the next time.